Homelessness 2.0, day 31. December 1st, after I'm done eating breakfast, I'm gonna go to mailbox like I was thinking of doing last couple of days. Storage unit, grab a couple of things. I get some spaghetti sauce ingredients. At some point I've got to finish off whatever's in that box of stuff because I just don't need to be having it in storage. Especially once the end of this month happens and I don't know where the fuck I'm going to go. Seems like the contractors here that are let's start working at like 10 in the morning, they want to be amateur Foley artists from back in the 50s because they were just banging on metal fucking sheets for like what felt like a solid 10 minutes. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, man, but it's screwing up my damn sleep. I mean, I went to bed at 4 this morning for some fucking reason, but they're not even good at making thunder. I gotta clean this shit up. It's because it's actually starting to kind of get in the way of the of masks and stuff. At some point, I need to get a booster. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into another driving school because I'm just not gonna worry about the other one if I can. If I can't get a refund or something somehow, even though services haven't been rendered, I'll see what I can do if there's a time frame. But this whole situation just sucks. I'm not even gonna wait till it's dark out to go. I'm gonna go here probably in the next 30 minutes or so. So I don't want to be around all that loud ass fucking noise. I mean, it's gonna happen all day. It's probably gonna keep happening all fucking day. And one can only wonder if my existence here is what allowed it to happen in the first place. Which it seems par for the course. Par for the course for the bullshit that is my life. Nobody watches these, but I'm sure at some point somebody might, and they'll be like, why the fuck you gotta bitch about everything so much? Because I have something to bitch about. Being alive. Being alive sucks. 1 out of 5 stars would not recommend. So, the one thing that I realized when I was going to bed, it took me a while to get to sleep last night. It was like, I was kind of imagining as if I was actually in bed with another human for a change, because that hasn't happened in almost 10 years. This ephemeral human female that was laying in the bed that, obviously didn't exist, was asking me, like, what are my dreams? Those have definitely changed. I wanted fame, I wanted notoriety, I wanted to be heard by the world. I want people to hear my story for one reason or another. Part of it as a precautionary tale. Don't have kids. Not unless you think no, not about think. Not unless you are well prepared. Not just financially, but emotionally. Oh yeah, one of the fun retorts to that is, oh, only rich people can have kids? Like, fuck you and your bullshit. Like, kids are not cheap. Like, our social services suck ass, in this country at least. Hey, a lot of other countries, they actually seem to give a shit about having kids they actually appear to be pro-life. So, like, once you're done with baby in womb, baby in reality is actually taken care of. But, like, if you can't take care of a fucking child, if you can't afford one, why are you having one? What purpose does it solve? Nothing. There is no, it is not a solution. Children are not a solution. Yet many people act like they are a solution to their bad marriage or a solution to their loneliness or some other bullshit. Like, there's a professor over at PCC who, I mean, I haven't had a communication with in a while, but we, seem to be pretty good friends. Because I can make friends like adults with adults. It doesn't matter if they happen to be my professor for a brief stint of my life. He and his wife had a kid. Everything about them made sense. It made sense for them to have kids. Like, both relatively successful people, who were able to take on multiple daily challenges. Like, I mean, I honestly don't even know how to define what would make somebody, a parent. But there's something about certain people. Like, there was another student who, when I met his parents, I was like, these people are fucking great. Like, you know what? Part of it is that video I made the end of last week. I think it was like Friday. I don't remember. But nurturing. They create a sense of nurturing. Whenever somebody says, oh man, you'd make a great dad or you'd make a great mom, there's a reason why people are saying that. And they may not necessarily have the words to hand to be able to express exactly why. We all do that. We don't know why we like certain foods. We're not, what is it? We're not gastronomy experts. One of the reasons now why food is so much better than it used to be is because we, as humans, not me, because I haven't fucking done anything, we have learned not just through experimentation of, seasonings and things of that nature, but also like actual chemistry. They have learned how to design food, but not necessarily in the genetically altered, fear-mongering BS thing. I mean, most of the food you eat is genetically engineered anyway, whether you like it or not. Like, if you've ever eaten corn, you've eaten genetically engineered food. But people have this weird, like, catch-all of genetically engineered where it's somehow bad, but they don't understand that selective breeding is a form of genetic engineering. Even genetically modified. Like, okay, maybe that sounds like it's more specific, but really, what are they modifying? How are they modifying it? It's not like they're using CRISPR yet. CRISPR is still pretty new. I mean, CRISPR has a lot of potential, and they've been using it in some forms, but mostly they're testing. And who's to say it's bad? Well, we don't know what the negative effects are in the future. We don't know what the negative effects are of so many fucking things. I mean, we know what the negative effects are of some things, and still people fucking do it anyway. What's your fucking point? It's... But that's just a diatribe in another direction. I need to eat my cookie dough. My milk. And go get stuff. And then come back and probably not figure anything out. Because not sleeping enough, waking up to that shit, being around it all fucking day, it's tiring, it's exhausting. thought, and it was for a while, a relatively peaceful environment. And now, yet again, oh, to kind of respond to the ephemeral question of the non-existent female in the bed, my dreams are contentment. A thing I'm not getting anymore, and rarely ever have. But part of it is, just kind of going with the flow, hopefully, and just not. I don't even remember what I said originally, because I'm so fucking tired right now. I still feel like I need to go to sleep. But much of what I've wanted in life has been due to a form of neglect or abuse or something along those lines. And it was reactionary to those things. It was reactionary to mistreatment by parents, to try to prove myself. I mean, fuck. The reason I wanted to go into the Marines wasn't because I wanted to go in the Marines. It was because I wanted to prove that I could do it. And I didn't even fucking do it because I couldn't, because I got disqualified for physiological reasons. Color blindness. Like, all but 2 jobs. And I didn't want either one of them, so I said, fuck it. Like, I've always been trying to prove myself in some stupid way. And then, when the opportunity comes along in some form or another, I can't. Or won't. It's like being discovered. Legitimate. No hyperbole whatsoever. Got discovered. Came to LA. Got discovered. Fucked it up. So what am I destined to do? Work at some, Waffle House as an overweight server? I don't fucking know. I mean, if I'm content with it, who gives a fuck, I guess. But whatever, one of the reasons why I haven't been trying to find a place to live, but instead a place to die, I guess is because I've just wanted that. I've wanted that peace. I just want peace in my life. I'm tired. I'm tired of the war that is my life. I even when I was homeless, back on the streets, I was way more optimistic. I think it's because you can only go up, technically. But I don't think I'd be the same if it happened again. Because one, I failed miserably. Catastrophically. If I went from being homeless on the streets to homeless on the streets again 10 years later, obviously I'm a huge fuck up if that's the case. And if that's the case, then well, I don't know what. But it won't be pretty. It's like my life. So I'm gonna eat my cookie dough. I'll try to slog my ass out of here. Go to the mailbox, go to the storage, come back, trim and shave and shower. Then whatever. Have fun.